I'll go ahead and go live on Instagram real quick. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Brian Silva here. I know it's been a hot minute. Been moving over to Nebraska and getting things situated. A lot of stuff happened in the meantime. So let me just catch you up a little bit for a minute while all you guys are joining. If you guys missed it, then you guys can go back and check it out. So this get up right here was because I just got out of rotation for labor and delivery. So if you didn't know, I'm in the PA program for the inter-service physician's assistant program, and I'm currently on my labor and delivery rotations. So I'm wearing like this kind of stuff. It's at a civilian hospital, so I'm out there, working on that stuff. I just got off work right now, and I didn't really have time to change. So here I am in this thing. Also, it looks professional enough. My medical outfit. So if you guys are just tuning in, also you can check out YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's getting up. It was a little bit more difficult than just pressing the going live button on Instagram here. So I just wanted you guys to have like a recording that was better than Instagram onto YouTube or IGTV. So that way you have better sound, whatever you got. Another option. So we're going to try and record that and put it up on there with a full, this wide screen rather than this wide screen. So you guys can check it out. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I know it's been a long time since I put out information on all the stuff that's been going on. Trust me, I got lots of info, and I've been working on some pretty big projects for you guys, which I'm going to get into in a little bit. Like these things I feel are going to change the entire way that all of you guys are training in order to get into selection. It's not just like another workout or anything like that, and it's all going to be free stuff that I'm going to be offering for you guys to pretty much help each other. It's just kind of another platform for you guys that I created. So let's go into some of this other stuff. Like I said, you can check out the YouTube also if you like watching stuff on a computer, seeing my head a little bit bigger or something. I don't know. All right. So just for you guys that haven't seen me or haven't seen any of my live videos before, you can check everything out on YouTube. I got Facebook. Check out beapj.com. Lots of videos in the YouTube archive for motivational stuff. And I'm working with some other people to get some other videos on board, including like a reserve interview type of videos. So I'm going to get that stuff back online for you guys so you can start hitting that up for resources and other people that you can get online. Let's see. I am Brian Silva, if you guys didn't know, who runs this account. Brian from How to Be PJ. I started this business. I was an instructor at Indoc for a couple of years when it was Indoc. I was a lead instructor. I helped write some of the lesson plans, and I felt like guys weren't getting enough training and they weren't getting the right training in order to be successful at selection. So I started this thing where I was offering programs and basically doing these live videos just to talk to you guys, because I know there are a lot of people that aren't able to get access to anybody who's been in the career field. So I wanted you guys to have an open source, and I've been answering all your questions since I started about a year and a half ago is when I started this whole thing, exactly the time when my kid was born and I started school. So it was a little bit of a stressful time, but it was all worth it to see the end result for you guys right now. And yes, I am still active duty. I'm still hitting it. I'm just going through the PA program right now as an active duty member, and soon enough I'll transition to the dark side, be a first lieutenant, and be a physician's assistant. But in the meantime, this is one of my other passions is helping you guys as much as possible. So, like I said earlier in the video, I moved to Nebraska from San Antonio, so I'm no longer located in San Antonio for you guys that are still trying to hit me up over there. I'm all the way up north in Omaha, Nebraska. It's actually pretty beautiful up here, and I'm going to have some other updates about stuff that I'm doing in this local area. If you are in this beautiful part of the country here, you can come out and check it out. All these things are going to be free of charge just because I like hanging out with you guys, being motivated, and you guys motivate me as much as you say that I motivate you. So, yeah. So, as far as being an IPAP, yeah, I got my bachelor's degree. If you guys are interested in the PA program, you can also contact me for that stuff, and I'll answer whatever questions that you have about that. But yeah, finished my bachelor's degree, working on a master's now, undergraduate, and then just shadowing people. Did psych rotation, did an L&D rotation, and then I'm gonna keep on going on a surgery and cutting stuff up. See how that stuff goes. Other updates right now for myself and How to Be PJ as far as little things that we're doing. We're gonna get some flags in. We're gonna get some new shorts in. We're getting restocked on some of the shirts that we had. So if you guys were wanting one of the black shirts, we got all those restocked. We have some of the maroon shirts left and some of the burn the boat shirts. Getting restocked on those silkies, like I said, and then the flags. So you guys watch out for that. Should be within the next couple weeks that we're getting that stuff in here. As far as stuff for training and stuff for the new course that's going on, I know you guys are still, if you guys are still a little bit further behind in the progression of where INDOC has gone. INDOC has gone away. There's no more INDOC. There is assessment and selection, and it's on its, I think, fourth or fifth course right now, going through. And just so you guys know, the reason that I haven't been putting out updates on any of that kind of stuff is because every person that I talk to, I'm still asking the instructors down there if there's anything that is specific for all of you guys to know. And they keep on saying that INDOC or ANS is variable right now. They're still trying to figure out what the right fit is for guys. So you may have heard, like in the second class, day 2, more than half of the people were gone out of 70 something people. There was only like 20 something that remained or whatever. So that was in my last couple videos. I was updating on that. And since then, there was another class that graduated almost like 50% of its graduates. And then out of those people, some people didn't get selected. So that's another thing, is you can go through this assessment and selection course, the entire 4 weeks of it, or whatever it ends up being, and then not get selected. So that's another thing that you guys got to watch out for, and that's why I put up on the website the kind of like things you need to think about for like reasoning out and logic type of questions. The LSAT is up on there, as well as some of the training gear that you should be focusing in on for training for assessment and selection, and really any special operations job that you're going to be going into. So check all that stuff out. Yes, BA prep is not a thing anymore. Also, it's now SW prep, and kind of the way. So I'll run through the progression of how things are going now, just for you guys to catch up on this. So you're still doing the BMT stuff for non-prior service, and for prior service guys and crows, you're also still going to be doing the phase 1, which is a written package, a phase 2, which is a mini selection that's about 5 days long that you have to go to in order to be accepted to become a prior service team member or a crow at ANS. Separate training for enlisted and officers. So you still have to attend those. You have to be selected at those in order to get to ANS. So if you're prior service, then you're going to go through those 2 things, get to ANS, get a shortened version of SW prep, and then go into ANS. If you are a non-prior service or you're just going straight into basic training, the way that that's going to go for you guys is you are going to go into basic training. You're going to work out with some of the coaches that are out there. We have PJs that are working with you guys every week as far as physical fitness and allowing you guys to do extra credit type of fitness stuff, so you guys are ready for the SW prep and ready for selection. So that drop off that everyone used to talk about during basic training, where they weren't able to work out as hard, trying to mitigate that and still work with BMT to get their whatever they need to get done, but also give you guys the time to get a little bit in the pool if it can be done, or if it can't be done because the facilities are kind of wishy-washy at the base, they're a little bit old, which they're redoing a lot of the pools right now, so hopefully they're up soon. But you're going to at least get land workouts with some of the PJs that are out there, and they're designated to make you guys train the way that you should be training. All right, next, after you're done with BMT for non-prior service guys, you're going to go to SW prep, and that's going to be 8 weeks. And in that 8 weeks, you have all these coaches that are from collegiate, level type of schools. One of them was like a pro athlete, like helping pro athletes train and helping them get ready. So all these people are like top of the game type of stuff, and you can go back to one of my YouTube videos with the SW prep, or I think it's called the BA prep in that video when at the time. I interviewed the coaches that are out there, so they're all really knowledgeable in their field and specialize in whatever thing. So they send you to the strength and conditioning guy to get your push-ups up. They send you to a swim coach to get your swim. So it's all specific, and some of them were Olympic athletes, so they know what they're talking about. So after that SW prep, but it's only 8 weeks, so I still say be prepared for old INDOC grad standards, because that's a template that they're going off of as far as a quantifier, whether or not you're at the level of fitness that you need to be at. So that's what I'm saying. Still go off of those things, even though that's not what you're exactly going to be graded on. But if you are trained on that, then you're going to be a lot better off than those people who are just good at the past. Okay. So after you're done with SW prep, you're going straight into ANS. And the assessment and selection, like I said, it's approximately 4 weeks, but they're still tailoring it, trying to find the left and right limit of wherever that sweet spot is of the right person and the right amount of training time, the right amount of heat on them. So they're going to be figuring that stuff out for a minute here, and haven't gotten any lesson plans solidified. So still everything stays the same. All the stuff that I've talked about, all the videos that I've talked about, we're trying to get you guys to be at a level where you're confident in yourself. You're able to think through critical thinking situations. You're able to lead your team and think about your team, not think about your internal suffering, but look outside, assess the situation, figure it out, not be scared. Or if you are scared, then still act appropriately to the situation in order to get the mission done, and make sure that as much of your team in that scenario is able to make it through with you, and just overall be a good person and a solid person that anybody else would want to work with. So think about that as you're training. After you're done with the ANS, you're going to be going into pre-dive, which is another 4 weeks. And this one is not supposed to be as much of a selection, but it really raises you up to the INDOC level, old INDOC level of water confidence, because you don't do as much of that in SW prep. It's kind of like a punch in the face, and then they catch you back up on the water stuff afterwards. So that's kind of where it's at right now. As far as the rest of the pipeline, there are going to be a couple of changes that are coming in. They're working on specifically like Air Force specific free fall. They're doing pipeline changes. If you guys didn't know, SAU-Ts are now SRs. So they're switching that over. And as far as those guys that are interested in that program, I'm still trying to get the specifics on it. Last time I was down there at the schoolhouse, I was asking the guy that was in charge and heading the program. He said that there was still a lot in the air of whether anything was going to be solidified and the mission set that they're going to be doing. So once I get a little bit more of a solid answer for you guys, then I'm definitely going to let you guys know what the guidelines and what you can be expecting to do if you are looking into that career field. So that's happening. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, I know, to take in. But like I said, everything as far as the concepts and the person that at the end we want in order to work alongside us is still the same. It's still the same person that graduated in doc and is successful as a pararescueman or as a CCT, stow, crow, whatever. We want all these people to be someone that we can trust, that we can send that our family members feel comfortable with us deploying with, that they're going to do the right thing and make sure that we all come home alive. So that's the skinny on all the stuff that's happening with the courses. Now, as far as some other stuff, so that's why I kind of I structured my workout programs and all the stuff that's on the website to facilitate, and you can spend a couple hours on that. There's pretty much, I wrote a book in there, and with the new stuff that's going to be coming out that I'm going to tell you guys about in a second, it's like 2 whole books, literally years of me typing stuff that you guys are going to be able to access. So yeah, that's why I wrote this stuff and I created this whole website, programs, everything to get you guys as used to the exercises, because these exercises that you're going to be doing in any of the programs that I have are things that you're not going to be able to find anywhere else in any of the other workouts that I've even heard of, and that's what everyone tells me that have done other workouts. So, I mean, with that being said, I appreciate you guys allowing me to be a part of your training and be a part of all the stuff that you guys are going to be doing in the future, because you guys are the future of the career field, which is why I'm pouring everything that I can into helping you guys out and giving you guys the resources that are necessary in order for you to be successful, because I want you guys to be much better than I ever was and that anybody else is right now, because you're going to be expected to do a lot more than we had done, because we used to just have radios. Now they have laptops that are strapped to your chest, kind of thing. So it's just going to get more difficult. You're going to have to think a lot more, and you're going to have to also be tough enough to get through whatever mission that they send you to. So, so pass tests. Another change that's going to be happening in the near future. It is going to be a major change to the pass test, and it's not just the pass test being easier like it is right now. It's going to be completely different in the criteria that you're going to be evaluated on for the pass test. I can't tell you exactly what it's going to be right now, because they're still also, like everything else, they're solidifying it. But everything, for the most part, is going to change. So all you guys that are like complaining about sit-ups, like guys that are complaining about like, oh, these antiquated push-ups and all that stuff, all that's going to change. It's going to be different, and of course, I'll be there to talk about it, give you my tips on all this stuff, because it's not going to be anything that you guys have never like experienced before, you've never done before. It's just going to be more of a mission set type of based movement and criteria in order for you guys to be assessed a little bit more accurately and to do the job, basically. Because most of the time we're not doing push-ups on the battlefield, and everyone knows that. So you guys can look out for that stuff. Yeah, you should definitely be doing. I'm just gonna answer the questions here that kind of stick out at me as I'm going. You should definitely be doing some kind of weighted type of ruck exercise, and that's what I talked about in some of the other videos. Is you need to get yourself used to carrying around, walking around with weights on you, because those people that don't do that end up with shin splints, end up with, spine injuries, other things that could be mitigated if you had just prepped your body to get ready for all this stuff. So make sure you are definitely training with rucks and fins and a mask when you're in the pool. So, and I say mask because that's what you're going to be wearing all the time when you're in the pool. So, and then as far as, let's see some other stuff here. Yeah, pass is changing. Okay, so other stuff. I have this long list of stuff because it's been such a long time. Okay, so now I'm in Nebraska. If you guys are just catching in right now, I'm in Nebraska. I'm in Omaha at Offutt Air Force Base. This is where I'm stationed. So you might see me if you're at the clinic or something. If you ever have to go down to the clinic, then you might see me down there. But as far as training out here, I am planning on doing a meetup with those people that are in the Offutt, I guess, DEP program with one of the recruiters out here. Starting Springs, if you're working with him at all, or if you're in the area and want to come out August 12th, I'm planning on working out there with the pass test that you guys are going to be setting up. I'll talk to Sergeant Springs and make sure that everyone's able to do it, as many people as possible, that if you want to go in there, do that pass test. And I'm also going to be setting up some extra training for you guys following that pass test. And of course, I'm going to be able to talk to you guys and train with you guys and do everything with you guys. So free, of course. I'm not going to be charging you guys for any of that stuff because it's working with the recruiters, and I just want to help you guys out. Let's see. So that's going again August 12th. I'll set up more updates for you guys that are in the local area. I'll throw it up on the stories for you guys and make sure that you are aware of it. So plan on that. And then as far as the documentary, we're still doing the documentary thing. And if you guys have messaged me, you're like, when can we see the documentary? It's not going to be out until after the festivals are done with grading it or whatever they're doing. I really don't know anything about the festivals or any of that stuff. That was Ralph and Alex. They were film students, and they came up to me and said, "Hey, I like the stuff that you're doing. We were prior Air Force, and now we went into this movie gig." So they ended up just contacting me and said if we can shoot some kind of documentary. So I was like, "Sure, if you guys want to do it, cool with it." So, anyways, you guys will be able to view that once it's done with the film circuit and it gets to whatever it gets to. I'm really not tracking any of it right now, but that's just so you guys know that's when it's going to come out. All right. So, the biggest things that I want to talk to you guys. All right. So, biggest thing and biggest reason why I wanted to get on here for you guys and tell you about all the stuff that I've been working on. And my wife's been doing a lot of it. I tell you guys all the time, like my wife does a lot of the stuff that has to do with the software and coding and making stuff look nice. And we've been working on a huge project, actually a couple of huge projects. So pretty much at least every couple of days, I get an email or message from you guys saying, "Do you know anybody in this area? Do you know anybody in this area that might be willing to train? Do you know anybody in whatever area of the world?" Honestly, I get them like from all over the place. Like, "Do you know anybody in Japan? Do you know anybody?" Like, I don't have contact. I don't have like a big black book of all these numbers or emails anywhere. But so I was like, well, how can we get everyone together, and how can we really bring even other people that are like doing events and businesses and whatever. This is going to be a useful tool for anybody that's training for special warfare. So, and that's why I think it's really going to change the game of everything that you guys are doing and the way that you guys are training and meeting up. So, what we're going to do is release next week to the general public after 4th of July. We're going to release this thing. I don't know what the exact name is yet. I've been thinking like for a while now what the perfect name for this thing is, but the idea of it is basically that you're going to be able to enter your information. And by the way, this is not going to be a paid for thing. This is not. This is going to be a completely free thing that you guys are going to do. You're going to be able to use for each other and for yourself. It's only going to be for trainees. There's not going to be any businesses, no recruiters or anybody else contacting you. This is purely for you guys. I'm not going to be contacting you on it at all either. You guys can obviously always contact me, but I'm never going to be reaching out or using any of this information that's on here for anything other than you guys to talk to each other. But the gist of it is you guys are going to be able to enter whatever information that you feel comfortable with entering from your Facebook, your Instagram. There's going to be a space for each one of these things. Your phone number, your email, if you're comfortable with that. And then you enter what city and state that you currently reside in. And once you put that in there, you get access into this. Basically, it's a map and a system where you can search. Like if you're in wherever, Sacramento, California, you can put in Sacramento, California, and then you can see all the people that have registered in Sacramento, California. You can find people, training groups that are out there in the same city as you, and you're going to be able to actually, just link up with each other. There's not going to be like a gigantic forum. I don't want a gigantic forum on there. There's other places for that stuff, but I want straight up information, a way for you guys to link up together and find each other, train together, and do whatever you guys can do. So if you guys aren't able to find anybody, it's a completely free resource. Nobody's going to be monitoring it. It's going to be for you guys, like I said. So you guys can hide, or you can not share whatever information that you don't feel comfortable with sharing. You can put your full name, your first name, and your last initial, however you want to do it. But it's going to be something that you guys can finally actually train, and no one's going to monitor it for you. No one's going to be in charge of it except for you guys, however you guys want to contact each other. So pretty excited that, just it's a way for you guys to all bring each other together and just meet up for everybody. And this is, like I said, this is not going to be for anybody in any other business or any recruiters or even myself to contact you. So we're not endorsing any businesses, and especially even my own, just for you guys. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I think that it's going to really change the way that you guys are able to train together. So, um, yeah, that's coming out. It's going to be coming out for all the people that are in the VIP group first. So you guys are going to be able to link up together, try it out, and then the next week we're going to open it up to the rest of the public, and you guys can use it at your discretion. Obviously, be respectful. Don't be ridiculous on there, and don't abuse the privilege. Be respectful to everybody, and don't ruin it for everybody. But I'm sure you guys will, and I hope you guys really take advantage of that. That I'm going to be working on getting you guys out there next week. So, yeah, it's pretty exciting. I'll answer some questions about that here. If you guys have any questions specifically, yeah, and if you guys have any cool names for what you think it might be, you can throw them up here or email me or something if you guys got some good ideas for that. All right. Now, the other thing. So, other things that I'm working on for the website is I'm going to add more robust type of information for CCT, Stowe, Crow, TACP. I'm going to be adding information for everybody on there, as you know, a lot of us are going through the same pipelines now. So I want to make sure that I'm able to facilitate all you guys being able to work together, because you're going to be working together in the near future. So I want to make sure you guys are able to talk to each other and then speak the same language, be able to know as much about the career fields as possible. So I have people from those respective career fields working on some of those things that you guys need to know about those career fields, and some of those things that are important if you're trying to figure out which job is really the right one for you. Let's see. Other things. So I'm also working with a fund called the Eagle Fund. I just want to mention it real quick, not because I'm I'm not getting any money for them or anything like that. It's just a fund that some of my friends have been to, or has helped some of my friends that have been injured in combat. And basically, what the idea of the Eagle Fund is that they are raising awareness on those people that have been injured in the battlefield, and they provide funding in order for them to attend a company called Exos, which is formerly known as Athletes Performance Institute. And they work with professional athletes as well as military members to get rehabilitated and get back to their jobs. And that's their main goal. So just so you guys know about that, and you're going to see it in some of my other videos that I just want you to be aware. So if you know anybody that has been injured in combat or is trying to get rehabilitated, ask them to apply for the Eagle Fund. Tell them to contact the Eagle Fund. It's just theeaglefund.com, and they can get with somebody that can get them some help. So that's just something that I'm trying to work on and get them a little bit more funding, so they get funding from the government by getting applications. So that would help them. Another huge thing. Sorry, I kind of wrote my list here as I was talking in the car. So another huge thing that I've been working on, and this is the book part that I was talking about, that it can be another book that's going to be in the website, is, so I tell you guys that I've been answering all your questions since day one, the past year and a half, over emails, Facebook, Instagram, whatever avenue, through the app and through everything. I've been answering all your guys' questions, and I keep on getting a lot of the same questions, but some of them are unique, and I think everyone could benefit from. So another project we're working on is us getting all these questions formatted into a readable copy. Of course, I'm not going to leave any identifying type of information on the website that's going to link you back to any of the questions. I've changed up some of the stuff, corrected the spelling errors for the most part that I know of. We've combed over it a couple times, and we're basically going to get all these thousands of questions that I've received over the past year and a half. I've combed through them, made all the duplicates into one question and made them all into a succinct and up to date. I've poured through them again and made sure that everything is up to date now, according to the newest information that was on with the pipeline the way it is now. And I have completely updated it, and it's going to be just narrowed it down to like hundreds of questions out of the thousands that we had, and it's all going to be just there for you guys to pour over, read over, whatever you feel like is important and applicable for you guys. And sorry, I need a computer just didn't want to refresh. So this is going to be a knowledge archive that has all the questions that I've been asked for the past very long time. So that is going to be coming down the pipe, and my computer decided to crap out on me. So just 1 second. All right, so those are the huge projects that I have going on, and they're both going to be released on July 4th next week, so you guys can go check it out on the beapj.com website. Like I said, none of this stuff I'm not going to charge you for any of this stuff. It's all free. Just information for you guys to get out there, and I hope that it really helps you guys and that it answers most of your questions that are out there, because I know it can be frustrating sometimes when you don't know what you're walking into. But again, none of this knowledge is a substitute for hard work. You guys know out there how difficult it is going to be, and you should expect that it's going to be very difficult if you guys are trying to go into this career field. Come prepared. Don't come here expecting that, or don't come to BMT or SW Prep expecting that everything's going to be handed to you, and that people are going to say do a push up this way and come all the way through. People, like I said, they make it all the way through the selection, they don't get selected. So it's the right personality. For you guys that are a little bit younger, yeah, this is if you guys didn't hear, this is live on YouTube right now also, so you guys can check it out if you guys want to in the full screen or whatever. I'm going to save it onto YouTube as well, so you guys will be able to see it here as well as on YouTube. I'm recording both of them at the same time, so you will be able to check that out. So I think that's pretty much the gist of everything that I had to go over with you guys right now. The biggest things were, like I said, I'm updating all the merchandise, and we're getting shorts, we're getting flags. The black shirts are all in, the burn boats, all the other shirts are still here. Stores open. I'm in Nebraska now for all you guys that are in this area. August 12th, I'm going to be doing a thing with the recruiter out here. So watch my stories and stay tuned for that if you guys wanted to come out for any of that kind of stuff. And then, of course, I talked about all the changes to the pipeline and all the stuff that's different, and whatever the name is going to be for everyone to get connected with each other. And like I said, it's not going to be for any other businesses or for me to contact you, or for recruiters to contact you. It's for nobody else but you guys to get together and train together, because as we all know, this is how you get stronger, is when you guys compare yourselves with your team, because that's realistically what it's going to be. It's going to be you with the rest of your team training together. So if you're just training in the dark and you're like, I don't know if I'm ready to go, then you need to train up with someone else and just see where they're at least to know which level you need to be at. Because I'm sure some guys that are way up here, some other people that are way up here or down here, because they think, within their little bubble of people they're training with, then you just haven't had the experience yet. So I want everybody to be all the way up here as high as they can go before they all get to BMT selection, whatever you're going to. So hopefully you guys are able to use that and train together. So I'll get to some of your questions here now. Got a lot of questions here. All right. So anyways, yeah, so as far as the career field and the way that it's changing too, there are going to be a lot of changes specifically in the structure of the career field, because everyone's talking about the Stowe and Crow selection and how they're going to merge, or they are merging right now. They've already done the first phase 2 where the Crows and Stows are together. So if you're not up on that, then you can hit me up and we can talk about that on an email. But that's changed. And then additionally, the CCT, the PJs are together now at SW Prep. So they're all training together now. So you can expect that. Um, you are definitely gonna need to be like up to par because, like I said a couple times already, you're gonna be able to make it through selection, but you're gonna be evaluated the entire time. And the way that it works now, it's not gonna be someone always yelling at you at the side of the pool. It's gonna be a person that's just writing on a notepad or typing on a whatever and taking notes on all the things that you're doing. So realistically, you have to come even more prepared than you were prior to this course being set up. So if it's not enough to just make it through and pass all the tests, now you're going to have to be selected, and there's going to be peer evals that are going to be included in this training. So all the things that were valid are still valid, and then some. So you're going to have to actually be a team member, show that you're in it for the right reasons, and show that you are willing to do whatever it takes. Because if they see that you were that guy that was continuously grabbing the wall in the beginning, and when things got difficult, then it's always going to be that same thing. It's going to be written down literally, and they're going to review it whenever it comes time to have your board, and you're going to talk in front of the rest of whatever the cadre are that are right there, and you're going to have to say, "This is why I did that," or "This is my excuse for whatever." So, anything that you do, make sure there's a good reason for why you did that. There's usually not a very good reason for grabbing the wall, but any of the other reasons why you might have failed or why you might not have gone through whatever training iteration, make sure that you're thinking through all this stuff for sure. For all you guys that are talking about Air National Guard and reserve component, there is a separate process for getting into that, and I'm looking into. I have a couple friends that are in the reserves now, and they switched over from active duty to the reserve side. So I'm working on getting them over on a video on a live stream on this or on a Zoom message. However we end up doing it, I'm working on getting a video and interviewing them so they can get you the information about the difference of active duty versus reserve life, because they've lived both, the people that I'm trying to get in contact with, and they said that they're going to do the interview. So I'm going to get you guys that info. It's a good route to go if you are maybe a little bit older and you have a bunch of things that are keeping you in a certain state, and you want to stay in that state, and you don't want to be as I guess mobile as active duty guys. It's a lot better for that. So I'm going to get you guys that. And then let's see, how often did you train in the kill house being a PJ? I'd say probably twice a year. What we did on like the training cycle, and specifically a kill house. But we spent like at least once a month we'd be on the range shooting. It's So that's the thing about PJs is we're not like specifically only shooters. We have to keep up on the jumping, the diving, the swift water, the mountain stuff, the tactics, of course, the diving, the jumping, or water jumping is a different line item than the other stuff. Radios, like there's just so many line items. Literally, there are over 300 line items that you have to keep current on. So that's why I call the jack of all trades, is because we have so many things that we have to do, and obviously we still have only 24 hours, just like everyone else out there. So we have to spread it out and make sure that we are able to cover as much as possible. Yes, I'm still active duty. I'm still in the military. I'm only wearing this, if you guys missed it, because I just got off my rotation. I wasn't able to change into anything. I was working at the labor and delivery department for the past couple weeks, so this is what we wear because we're working off base. Delivering babies. Yes, CCT and PJ are going through the same school, like I said. STS over the rescue squadron. I'm going to do a separate video about that so I can get more in depth, because there's a lot to that. I have been a part of both, so I can speak on those subjects, but I will do another video because that deserves I've talked briefly about it before, but that deserves like a whole other video, so you can check it out on YouTube. Colin's funny there. Um, yes. Let's see. So competitive rucking mile time. So the standard for all of Air Force Special Warfare is sub 15 minutes. I know TACP is working on sub 18 minutes for a while there, but I think everyone's going to come to the conclusion that anything under sub 15 minute per mile for around 6 miles with a 55-pound pack is the standard for now. And yeah, that's just straight up what you need to do. So that's why I said you guys need to be able to like carry weight, and you guys need to be able to do it without injuring yourself, without twisting your ankle, without getting shin splints. So start doing it now if you guys haven't started doing that. Yeah, if I didn't explain that stuff where you're getting together, it's going to be on the website. I know it's a little bit vague. It's hard to explain without showing you guys, and I'm gonna actually show you guys in one of the videos that's coming up next week. We're gonna do a YouTube video just like how to use this platform, just so you guys know. But basically, it's gonna be on the website, and you guys are gonna be able to enter all the stuff into the website. It's not gonna be on any other platform or group or whatever. It's gonna be straight up, easy to use. It's gonna have a map, and you can search all the stuff um, that you're looking for within your area, and find other training partners for you to train with. And all I'm asking you guys to do really is use it and train together. That's the only thing I want you guys to do with that platform. Just to answer a separate question that's on here. That's all I care about is you guys training together, working together, making each other freaking better. I can't really give you an idea of what the new pass test is going to look like, because they said to not put anything out there. So I just got to tell you that it's changing, um, and you should get up on rucking. Let's see. Other things that people are asking. A lot of people are hearing from the recruiters that you're not going to be able to sign up for a specific job while you are when you're coming into MEPS, and that is also going to be coming online soon. If you haven't already seen it, I don't know if you guys that are on here right now watching have already felt this effect, but you are not going to be able to sign up for a specific job. So even if you wanted to do 1T2X1, which is pararescue, then you're going to sign up specifically for special warfare, a special warfare job. So, and the reason for that, from what I've been told, is that they've had a lot of trainees that get into the pipeline and then decide that this is not the job that they wanted to do, and they wanted to do CCT instead, or they wanted to do TACP instead. So this way, you're still going to get the option to, if you want to do PJ, you're still going to get that option, and you qualify for all the things that is requested of you to be a PJ. Then you're still going to get that option. They're not going to make you go, TACP if you wanted to do PJ, because they want everyone's heart to be in whatever their job's going to be. Because it'd be ridiculous to make someone do a job that they don't want to do, especially one that they have worked so hard for. So, from what I've been told, you're still going to be able to choose the job that you want to go into and not be forced into a special warfare job that you don't want, as long as you qualify for that job and meet the standards that are put in front of you whenever you get in there. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll definitely hit you up. All right. So we got another guy that was on here that was willing to do an interview for this stuff. So got a couple options out there. Awesome. Yeah. So to close out, I appreciate you guys that have followed me this far and have, been looking at all the videos, reading all the stuff that I've been putting out. It's all for you guys, and I do this to make sure that you guys are ready to go, and to make sure that you guys are the, you're replacing me and all the people that are in the program right now and all the people that are PJs, CCT right now, all the stuff that you read on the wall, that's going to be you guys one day, and you're going to be put in that situation. So I want you guys to not only bring each other home, but also bring those that are currently PJs, CCTs home as well, because that's going to be your job. You're going to be their team member, and you need to watch out for each other. It starts now when you're in training, and that's why I'm trying to build this community and bridge the gaps of people that aren't able to train together or find a buddy, because I literally get that all the time. And I want you guys to just be able to link up, start building each other up, get the right training, get the right information, and then push forward, use that information. And if you're not waking up every single day thinking about being a PJ, being a controller, being a stow, crow, whatever it is, you're not 100% in the game, and you might need to find another job. Just be straightforward with you guys. That's just the way that this kind of thing works. I've followed a lot of people, as an in-dock instructor and as this person from How to Be a PJ, getting all the emails, those thousands of emails that I'm getting. Followed all these guys that, they say that they were all in or whatever, and they found out at the very end when they got to the selection portion that, they're not really into this as much as they thought they were going to be. When stuff gets hard, they're like, well, I could always go back to whatever thing I was doing before, or I could always go back to another job that might be a little bit easier, and then come back in a couple of years. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. That's why I say burn the boats. Like, you guys need to be completely 100% in this game, knowing that this is going to be your job, and there's no other question. You're going to come out of the end of this being a PJ. And that's all there is to it. You guys need to wake up every single day and freaking crush this stuff. So I'm going to start doing my YouTube videos again. I'm going to start doing all the things, starting to back up, because I'm finally settled into this place in Nebraska. It's beautiful here. So look out for those videos. Make sure that you guys are talking to each other, keeping each other motivated. All you guys that are writing comments on here, hit each other up. Like, literally, you guys are going to be each other's teammate. So help each other out. And I'll keep you guys updated when I open up the, whatever it's going to be called, the link up connection type of app. So you guys watch out for that. And the release of the gigantic FAQ archive that I've curated and went through all these questions and made sure that everything's going to be current. It's going to be literally hundreds of questions, that pretty much anything that you wanted to know about pararescue that I've ever been asked. I put all the pertinent questions that are useful to you guys up on a spreadsheet, and you guys are going to be able to pour over that stuff. And I'm going to continue to update it as people keep on asking me questions. I'm still answering all of your questions. All the people that ever send me a message here on Instagram, I think most of you guys I recognize. Or if you've sent me an email, brian@howtobeapj.com. I always answer your stuff. So you guys obviously give me a couple days because there's a lot, but every night that's what I do, is answer your questions. So I appreciate you guys watching and listening to this. Again, this is on YouTube. This is also going to be on the Instagram. I'm going to save it up there so you guys can watch it again if you missed anything, any parts of it. But make sure you tell any of your training buddies who didn't watch the video about the connection, and about the FAQ archive that you guys are going to be able to utilize here in the next week. And I hope you guys are able to benefit from it. If there's anything that I can do to help you guys out, you just let me know. I'm willing to do whatever. And of course, the things that I'm releasing next week are, like I said, just for you guys. It's free. I'm not going to contact you. I'm not going to use any of that stuff for anything else. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today and watching. You guys go out there, crush it, and keep me updated on how stuff goes for you. All right. I'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll have someone on here from a recruiting service or a reserve squadron, so we can just talk about that stuff and get you guys updated on it. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.